In case you haven't done so already, go ahead and save the file. I'd recommend saving it as often as you can. So every time you do something, just press save, just in case it crashes. All right, so again, what we've done is we've set up just these frames for the second spread. We've set up the columns so that we have the gutter that's separating things. And this is creating the basic structure of your document. So let's go ahead and let's start playing around with the text. So what we want to do with the text is this. We're going to come over here to the first column, and we're going to do what's known as threaded text. So we're going to set up blank boxes here, but we're going to use the type tool to do it instead of the rectangle. With the type tool, what you're going to do is you're going to come in here in this first column, and you're going to hold your mouse button down right at the top of this line, and it should snap into place. Now we can always make adjustments to this later. Notice as I'm dragging along, as I get closer to something, it snaps. What you're going to do is you want to have this come all the way down, and I'm going to purposely mess it up so that I can show you how to fix it. You're going to come over here, and you can grab this right or this left edge, and then this right edge when it's zoomed in a little bit tighter, and now it will snap to the left and the right because it's got that grid. That's one of the nice things with the grid is this will help line things up. It'll also make everything nice and even, and then those lines won't actually print. So I'm going to come back up here to the top. Not that top. Command's a little slow. There we go. And I'll line that up. So now that you have your first one set up, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to click on another text box. And I'm going to come up. I'm going to start my text box right here. I'm going to drag this down. Oh, wait a second. Cameo just froze. My computer froze. All right, so I can do the same thing again. I just grab the frame, get it close, and then I'm going to zoom in and just check to make sure that I have those snapped into place. Notice I went too far. I don't want it there. I want it right there. I'm going to come down here to the bottom. Notice I didn't get it all the way to the bottom. I put it beyond the edge of that margin. So I'm going to bring that up. And then I'm going to check this right-hand side. That part looks good. Okay. And now I'm going to take this text tool again. This time I'm going to start in the bottom corner because it'll snap. It should get closer to place, but may not be perfect. I'm going to zoom in. That's snapping into place. Let's check the bottom. Okay, cool. Let's snap to the bottom. Let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit more. Move over, grab the text tool. Notice, and don't click yet, but notice what happens when I move the text tool around. See how there's a square, then there's no square, then there's a circle. Each one of those does something different. This selects the text that's inside of the box. This one creates a new box. And this one places a text box inside of a shape. That's what the circle is for. So really be careful as you're moving this around. Much like the pen tool, this will do different things depending on what you're clicking on. So what I'm going to do is, if I want to make a new box, it's always the one that has an actual rectangle or a square around the cursor icon. So that one right there. So I'm going to get that, snap that into place. I'm going to zoom in. I check. Those are lined up. Stuff on the right and the left is lined up. And the bottom is now snapped into place. The way you can check is see how it turned green. It's just letting me know that I snapped it right onto that line. All right, so each one of those are separate boxes, but we have one more thing we have to do these boxes. I want to connect these boxes together. Now you won't see it yet, but what you're going to do is this. Right here, zoom in, and at the bottom, not this bottom square, but that little empty one. See how the icon just changed from a double-headed arrow to a single-headed arrow? click on that. That is known as the out port. That out port is going to let you chain link these two text boxes together. That will become useful here in just a moment. I'm going to click there. Then I'm going to click on the out port. Remember, be careful, not the double-headed arrow, single arrow. Click. Come over to the next one. When it's turned into the chain links, it will link to that frame. Then I can click there, and I can click on that frame. All right. Now that those are linked, that looks good. And let's go ahead and save that. And in the next lesson, I'll show you how to thread placeholder text through this, and then how to put these headers up here at the top and on that side, and how to put in a text frame inside of this gray box.